Hi, this is Janne.
I'm Henkka,
We are Children of Bodom.
and you are watching Grasser Production.
Welcome to Grasser Production. Today we are interviewing Janne and Henkka from Children of Bodom. Hi guys.
Hi.
So we are on the 20 years Down and Dirty tour right now. How was it so far? What can you say?
It's good, we're halfway through. We have been playing a couple of shows in Germany, Luxembourg, UK, lots of shows in France and Switzerland. And yeah, now we're here in Munich. It's been good.
I heard you got some bacteria in France.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, unfortunately, some of the band and crew got a little bit sick, but everybody is getting better right now.
Okay, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. So, 20 years on tour. That sounds pretty amazing. How would you have imagined that back then?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No. No.
No, and even now it feels really weird that we actually have been doing this for 20 years. It feels surreal.
Yeah, I could imagine that. Would you say that, or what has changed over the years being on stage? Because you were touring a lot over the years, apparently.
I mean, a lot of things have changed. We were kids when we started, we were 17, 18, which is barely an adult. and now we're almost 40, so a lot of things have changed in that sense, but being on stage, I think we still try to be as aggressive we can every night, so I don't think that part has changed as much as everything outside of the stage has changed.
Yeah.
I would think.
Okay, so giving 110% every day. Trying to.
Yes, that hasn't changed.
How do you?
Else has changed.
Yeah. how do you try to stay healthy over the time?
Well, everybody has their own own ways of doing it. I guess everybody knows, we've been doing it almost 20 years now on the road, so everybody knows how they want to live on the road.
Yeah.
So everybody has their ways. But I have my own way. I try to eat good and do some exercise and of course sleep good. But yeah, that's nothing, very revolutionary.
Yeah, of course. And what would you say?
Yeah.
What's the most important thing, maybe, to stay healthy?
Well, I mean, he's the most active. He exercises and does stuff like that. I like walking, so I went for a walk today, and I try to do. That's like the only thing I try to do to like somehow stay active while I'm on tour.
Yeah.
but when the weather is nice and you're in a nice city, I can walk for like 10-15 kilometers a day. I like it. That's my way of. But and then. I've cut down like sugary drinks totally, and stuff like that. Because when you are on the road as much as we are, it's really taxing on your you gain weight massively if you just don't watch what you're doing.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
yeah.
All right. So you're touring together with Oni and Forever Still. How did you guys got to know each other?
We just toured with Oni in the States, so we knew them. And the middle slot was, we had so many different bands already booked for the middle slot, but then they canceled for various reasons. Okay. Somebody had a kid and somebody got kicked off out of their record label and stuff like that. So then our label suggested Forever Still.
Okay, all right. Another question. What would you say, what keeps you motivated? Continuing being on stage and continuing being on the road and touring?
Well, I think that always when we manage to make a record, and actually every time we have done it, at least for me, I can speak, it's always been very, very satisfying, very exciting to make new songs. And then after that, the natural thing to do is go on tour. And when you actually love to play live, then it's like a good cycle that keeps on, kind of like feeding itself. So the cycle keeps on motivating, because now that we are almost done with the tour of I Worship Chaos, the next thing we are gonna do is the studio thing. Looking forward to that, and then
there will be maybe a new album.
Yes.
Yeah, we will do it this year, and then hopefully it's out early next year. So yeah, that's kind of like the cycle that keeps on
And it's also, of course, a highlight being on stage.
Yeah. That's
For us, it's kind of going to the studio, make a record just so that we can go back on the road again. So that's how.
That's the only reason.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, and then like sometime like yesterday, Monday night in Zurich, we thought it's gonna be like a lame little show, and it was the most amazing crowd ever.
Really?
So
Okay.
these kind of things really motivate you and keep you going and doing it. The fans who still show up to the shows, and then and they can totally like. Because it varies, and then I don't know. There was some discussion that bad ticket sales and Monday night, and we don't know how it's going to be. And it turned out to be one of the best nights of the whole tour. So
how many people were there?
I don't even know. 500-600 maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
But it was cool. I
But it was a really good crowd.
Nice.
Yeah. So those kind of things really like motivate you to keep going. Like to try to push the crowd every night too.
Yeah, cool. So, despite being on tour and doing all that stuff and seeing cool cities, when you're back in the studio and write new songs, how is the basic writing process?
Well, it's been the same almost since 1997. Alexi prepares a lot of stuff by himself at his house.
Yeah.
And then when he has some stuff ready, then we go to the rehearsal place and then we jam them together. And then we do that like as
over and over again.
until we have like 10 songs. So it has been pretty much the same since day one.
And how long does it take roughly?
Depends.
It depends,
few months, half a year maximum.
It's pretty fast, I'd say.
He's pretty intense when he concentrates on it. Then he's very fast with it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So right now it's only the four of you on your current band picture. So you parted ways with Rupe in 2015, and now Peter is playing with you. Daniel? It was Peter.
No Peters.
No Peter.
I'm sorry. Daniel. Okay, sorry. Have you already made up your decision about him?
Yeah. I mean, it's just that the photos were taken during the time that they were taken, but I think it's already announced that he is the official new fifth member.
Okay.
So yeah.
So new band
Peter.
pictures. Peter.
When we started to market this tour, we realized that we don't have any official pictures with him. The only thing we could do was to use the old ones with just four of us. Of course, we could have photoshopped him in, but
Yeah. Sorry again about the name. Oh my god. All right. What would you say? Which album is your favorite one?
Because I have a thing that every time I do interviews when we have released a new album, I'm honestly always the most excited about the latest album. I mean, I don't think we've ever released an album that I wasn't happy with. Like every time I think we've made an album, I think we've made the best we can in the situation and stuff like that. So it's really progress. So it's really difficult then later on name your favorite. But I think for me that kind of changed the way and really where our current sound started really forming is the fourth album, the Hey Crew Death Roll, and from there on, I think we actually did find our thing. Now we're celebrating the first two albums mainly, which still feature the neoclassical thing. But I think from there on, from fourth album on, when we realized that we don't want to do that anymore, is where we really found our own thing.
Sounds cool. Could you imagine working together with other musicians, maybe on a new album?
You mean like as a in what role? No, I mean our band has never. We don't want like guest appearances on our album. That's not our thing.
Okay, so it's complete as it is.
Yes.
Okay, cool. What else can your fans expect of you in 2017, despite a new album?
Well, we're gonna finish this tour. Then we do some festivals in Europe. Then we have a Russian small tour in Russia and Ukraine and Belarus. and then we start recording. And in the meantime, we're going to be writing. So.
Are you also playing festivals in Germany?
Summer Breeze.
Summer Breeze. Okay.
I think that's the only one. No, something in Hamburg.
Yes.
I forget the name. Summer Breeze in Hamburg.
Thing with names.
Yeah. Peter is going to be there. I promise.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Bitteschön. Bye bye.